Chosen one, who are you that your energy blew the roof off a cult? Heaven saying, hold on, watch them cook, and you did. Something detonated beyond sight, and the shift you feel is real. Your lineage, accomplishments and composure trigger envy, yet stars don't step down to spar. You keep building. Heaven clears the path. Power proves itself by staying still, always forward. You're the star here. Stars sit high. People have to look up at stars. You don't see stars descending to ground level. Some people want you to be a falling star. You're not falling. Stars don't come down, so people can view them at eye level. Looking up is required. In the spiritual realm, they have to crane their necks just to see you. That's your position. That's your frequency. That's your throne. Some people want you to fill up their empty cups with your energy. You have phenomenal aura, phenomenal healing energy. They want to drain you. They want you to come down and make them feel better, even if that means arguing with you to get a reaction, to pull that energy you carry. You're not doing it. You're not engaging. You carry wish fulfillment energy. Wishes come true around you. Heavy energy of faith follows you. You're somebody with big purpose, a chosen one with star frequency operating at divine levels. Mastery exists here. Self-mastery. You generate purpose. You wake up driven by purpose every single day. Even with opposition staring you in the face, you're driven by something that can't be stopped, can't be blocked. Something in you drives you forward, and you never run out of momentum. That frustrates your enemies because they keep throwing obstacles, and you keep moving past them like nothing stands there. Balance is your secret weapon. You bring balance to humanity. Your vessel channels spirit in its purest form. Not everybody can do this. If spirit tried to channel through some people the way it channels through you, their system would go haywire. You handle this frequency. You channel pure energy. You're royalty in human form, and you don't even fully know how powerful you are yet. What's coming next is going to reveal everything. You're filling cups of healing for people who deserve it, people who are aligned, people who are meant to receive from you. Then there are others who want to steal these cups without earning them. They're trying to force their way into your energy field. Here's what makes you dangerous to the enemy. Your emotions stay in check because balance is critical. You can't allow people to mess with your emotions, to trigger you. When you feel it coming, you walk away, you disengage. This is spiritual warfare. People you think are just difficult humans are actually being used by demons, by low vibrational entities who are coming after you because your light shines so bright. Random events aren't random. Traffic incidents, street confrontations, physical bumps and collisions. These aren't accidents or coincidences. These are orchestrated attacks from the enemy trying to trigger you, knock you off balance, stop you from channeling energy that brings balance and healing to the world. Here's what your enemies are discovering. You can't be knocked off balance anymore. You've mastered something they didn't account for. That mastery is about to cost them everything. Let's get clear about why you don't come off your throne to fight anybody. You're positioned like royalty in a place of authority and power. Some people don't want to hear this, but hierarchy exists in divine assignment. Why? Because you've done the work. You made the sacrifices for humanity that others haven't made. Call it egotistical if you want. The fact is you're more important in assignment because of what you're willing to sacrifice for the divine. When the divine tells you to move, you move just like that. Nobody is more important than you when you're doing what the divine needs done. You're not coming off that throne. Your wishes are being fulfilled right where you sit. Look at the people who are mad at you. Evil eyes are focused on you. They're upset, pissed off. Whoever they are, whatever form they take, they want war. War requires two willing participants. You're not participating. You're sitting on your throne, watching God handle business, watching the universe rearrange everything in your favor, watching protection move on your behalf. Someone is trying to block divine alignment in your life. Maybe a divine counterpart is coming. Maybe two people are supposed to come together for a mission. Maybe it's about family members coming into proper alignment. The enemy is trying to stop this, because when certain connections happen, power multiplies. Multiplied power in your hands terrifies your opposition. Somebody is always working against you, investing time and energy, sending evil eye, negative energy, trying to bind you, trying to take you down, bring you to a lower level, restrict your light. Your manifestations are speeding up right now. Something is moving faster than it's ever moved before. Things that should take years are happening in months. Things that should take months are happening in weeks. The enemy is hell-bent on stopping your evolution. They're trying to get in your lane, in the field with you. Whoever this is can't penetrate your protection. They can't get close because you're so protected, so surrounded, so covered from all four corners. You're protected even by nature itself. Before you stand up to defend yourself, angels are already warring for you. You come from royalty, real royalty, bloodline royalty. People who are stuck in needy energy, in hardship and lack, are looking at you with envy. You're in financial stability energy, or you're stepping into it right now. This is why you can't let people in your business. You ended some cycle recently. Something is showing externally. Your light shines brighter. You look more beautiful. You're dressing more elevated. You're looking more abundant. Something is showing, and it triggers people who are in lack mindset, poverty consciousness. They're trying to come at royalty with peasant energy. It won't work. What you don't know yet is that while you were elevating, your enemies were plotting. That plot just became their downfall. If this message aligned with your purpose, hype this video so fellow chosen ones can find their confirmation. Right now, this very moment, you're being spiritually cleansed from old trauma. Weight you've carried is being lifted. Wounds from the past are healing. Scars from battles you fought alone are transforming into badges of honor. You're not just surviving, you're being restored to original glory. In that restoration, something is being revealed, something your attackers tried to keep hidden. You're feeling stronger, angelic presence right now. That sense you're not alone even when physically by yourself. That awareness of beings around you that you can't see but feel. You're surrounded by angels from all four corners, not just protected, fortified, a whole army positioned around you that doesn't sleep, doesn't tire, doesn't negotiate. Everything has been watched, everything has been seen, every attack, every attempt, every ritual performed against you. Peace after spiritual warfare is what you're experiencing after conflict, after heartbreaks, after energetic attacks. Yes, you've been under assault. Things have been sent your way because you're moving into higher purpose, coming into alignment with counterparts or divine connections. You've been under spiritual attack and might not have fully realized it. Something is healing now. Something is shifting. In that shift, you're seeing what really happened. Your gifts are increasing, more balanced, more accurate. Clairvoyance, seeing clearer. Clairaudience, hearing sharper. Empathy, feeling precisely without taking on pain. Discernment off the charts. You're picking up things you would have missed before, sensing danger before it arrives, recognizing truth from lies instantly. You're being healed, guided, protected by divine energy simultaneously. Your gifts are being activated on another level, not just turned on, upgraded, operating at frequency you've never operated at before. With this activation comes power, real power, the kind that shifts atmospheres when you walk in a room, makes demons flee when you speak, causes situations to change just because you showed up. Internal healing manifesting externally. When you fix internal, external starts changing. How you look transforms. Things happening around you shift. Manifestations pick up speed. With all this elevation comes more energetic attacks trying to slow your vibration. Here's the beautiful part. These attacks are being returned to sender. The attempt to get in your field happens, but you're so protected that negative energy bounces right back. That bounce back is cooking opposition right now. The feeling is happening. The knowledge exists. Terror is real. Listen carefully. The war is over. You don't have to war anymore. You earned your stripes, proven yourself battle after battle, demonstrated resilience trial after trial. You've leveled up to where fighting season is done. Time for healing, time for rest, time for rewards. You can sit and look radiant because you completed something major. The rank you earned can't be taken. The position you reached can't be stripped. Protection from all four corners now. Every direction covered, every angle guarded, every entry point watched. The sun is shining on you. All is well. You're radiating frequency others feel from distance, shining bright like a diamond. Something about becoming one with someone or something. Union with divine counterpart. Alignment with higher self. Merging with your purpose on a level you've never experienced. You're stepping into oneness that amplifies everything about you. You've mastered something. Cut through illusions most people never see past. Broken through societal programming, keeping masses asleep. Dismantled conditioning, coming for you from high level, possibly since birth. Systems designed to keep you small, confused, powerless. You broke through every single one. Messages and downloads are coming now. Unexpected information, sudden clarity about foggy situations, instant understanding about true intentions, random insights, solving problems you wrestled with for years. Your channel is opening fully, static clearing, interference stopping. You could be working with someone on something significant, equal give and take, real reciprocity. Maybe you and somebody else leveling up together. Maybe partnership forming that changes everything. Energy of you being fearless exists. Whoever wants to come for you, come get some. You know your power now. Know your strength. Mind is clear, not operating in confusion anymore. You're evolving rapidly, understanding the power in your tongue. Words create reality. Declarations shift circumstances. Affirmations open doors. Understanding yourself, your power, how this whole spiritual system works on whole new level. You reached mastery over yourself and your emotions very few people ever reach. Not even the elites, not the politicians, not people who think control over society exists. You have purpose here, and the knowledge of this purpose exists. People who want control over society know what you're here for, know what you're here to do. You're not with the program, not playing the game. That's exactly why you were targeted. Coming for you was the worst mistake ever made. You've overcome, gone through the valley, walked through flood, been broken into pieces, and put yourself back together. Seen lightning flashing from above, weathered storms that would have destroyed other people. Through it all, you remembered you're loved, remembered you're cared for, remembered nothing would be put on you that you couldn't bear. Now you're at fullest potential, embodying power that knocks the socks off whoever wants to test you, whoever wants to try you. Come get it. You discovered inner power that's been within you all along, tapped into potential, always waiting to be activated. You've had revelation of your power, revelation of your gifts, revelation of who you truly are. Maybe you and two other people coming together to help a lot of people, some trinity forming, divine collaboration. Regardless of who else is involved, you had revelation of who you are. You understand you're divine. Might even understand you can influence weather patterns, shift energy in entire cities. Your presence alone changes spiritual climate of regions. You're knocking obstacles off the table, clearing the path, removing every hindrance. Smart people don't really want war with you. In the spiritual realm, you appear like luminous light that can't be looked at directly. Too bright, too pure, too powerful. You were under layers of programming, trauma, false identity. Now you got to the core of who you are, and entities literally can't look at you because your light is blinding. You're a waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in darkness. That is who you are. At this point, anybody coming for you commits spiritual suicide. Real war isn't wanted because the outcome is predetermined, and it's not in favor of opposition. Some of you, these messages are collective, but also specific. Actual legal situations playing out. Someone trying to take plea deal for charges being faced. High-level practitioner, deep in a cult, marked for death by own actions. Coming for you at this point is pure suicide. The mark for downfall exists. People wanted the energy you tapped into, wanted to war with you for your universal energy, wanted to steal what you carry. You tapped into it fully now, activated it. Now fear exists. Scared to even look your direction in spiritual realm, because what you're carrying is known. The thought existed that you were the goat, the sacrifice, the one who could be used and destroyed. The discovery is happening that you're the goat, greatest of all time, the one who can't be sacrificed because you're protected at highest level. The entire plan was based on a lie. A plan existed, a failed plan, somebody trying to steal something from you. This energy you carry is so potent, so prominent, people have been trying to figure out how to take it. A cult leader, someone with knowledge of dark practices, connections to entities most people don't know exist. This person assembled a plan to steal your universal energy, drain your light source, take what makes you powerful. The plan failed, didn't just fail, backfired spectacularly. The attempt to steal this energy consumed the attackers instead. The very thing reached for became the thing that burned. Unbelievable. How many people secretly hate you, but you're royal. You carry frequency that can't be duplicated or stolen. People could even be stealing content from you, trying to copy your style, mimic your energy. The source can't be replicated. Someone needs to be honest about what's been done. Sneakiness is happening. Here's what you need to understand. Your energy is more powerful than 1,000 people put together. Not exaggeration. Spiritual fact. You carry authority given by the Most High. You have clairvoyance, clear knowing. You just know things without being told. Pick up information from atmosphere itself. Somebody was coming for you when you didn't send for anyone, trying to steal from you, suck energy out of you. Passionate pursuit to take you down existed. The fall on own sword happened. Working against self now. Everything sent out coming back multiplied. A high-ranking practitioner is cooked right now. Done. Finished. Doesn't stand a chance against you. This high-ranking witch deep in voodoo or dark magic and the cult leader who recruited this person, both cooked, don't stand a chance at getting to you. Working together happened. Money exchanged hands. Services rendered. The attempt to receive something, take something from you, backfired completely. Names are attached to this. Specific people, specific energies, specific attempts. Someone crashed out. Crashing out completely. The desire existed for you to crash out, lose control, self-destruct. How powerful you actually are wasn't known. Whatever got sent, you kept transmuting it, kept alchemizing it. Every attack made you stronger instead of weaker. Now the question is being asked about who backs you. Help is needed, because consequences that weren't anticipated are being dealt with. Those consequences are about to get worse. From the black magic used against you, something is happening to the practitioner's family. Something happening to a karmic parent figure. Inheritance fraud showing up. Messy family situations. Legal complications. Things falling apart in bloodlines. This is what happens when dark magic gets used against someone protected by the Most High. Doesn't just fail. Returns to bloodline with interest. Urgent energy exists around this. Baneful magic was sent, and now sender is in frantic state. What was done is known. What was sent out is known. If it didn't work on you, didn't hit you, then energy put out must return. Universal law. Can't escape it. Can't pray it away. Can't ritual out of it. What was sowed is about to be reaped. Terror exists about the return. Sleep is being lost. Nightmares are happening, might even be on the run, running from energy sent or running from actual legal charges. Either way, running exists and nowhere to hide from cosmic justice. Your telepathic communication abilities leveled up, gifts expanded, awakened to who you are on such deep level that now you're operating with pinpoint accuracy. Gifts that were dormant, now active, abilities that were suppressed, now expressed, functioning as you were designed to function, and it's magnificent to witness from spiritual perspective. Nightmares are happening about what was wanted to be done to you. Human sacrifice. The thought existed you were going to be used as sacrifice. Thought you were the goat, the scapegoat, the one who could be used and discarded. Finding out you literally are the goat. Greatest of all time, one who can't be sacrificed because you're protected at highest level. Something about summoning happened. People could have told others you were mentally unstable. That's spell casting. Speaking things over you, declaring false narratives about you, trying to make others see you the way needed for plan to work. Didn't work because truth always rises. Count your days. That's the message being sent right now. Days are being counted because of black magic engaged in. Universe is balancing scales, and wrong side of cosmic justice is where opposition stands. What was meant for your harm becoming destruction. What was planned for your downfall becoming own collapse. You didn't have to do anything, just had to stand still and watch the cooking happen. Now let me put you on to something real. Destiny Engine. I built this because I was done watching chosen ones get dragged through betrayal, isolation and attacks, while their enemies strutted around unchecked. I want to help you accelerate the speed of your divine justice and step fully into your purpose. And the beauty of it, you don't even have to lift a finger. Destiny Engine takes their downfall and flips it into your rise. This isn't another meditation app. It's declassified consciousness technology, the same mind programming tools your enemies once used to install fear, competition and scarcity, re-engineered to restore your sovereignty and align you with the cooperative, upgraded operating framework. It generates personalized sequences mapped to your divine purpose. The hardest thing you'll do is put on headphones, press play, and watch your enemies keep digging their own grave. The collective upgrade is underway. Start your Destiny Engine for $1 today and turn everything they did to break you into fuel for your rise. Link in the description. Let me bring this back to what really matters. Your mission, your purpose, the reason you're here. Too important to be distracted by people who don't matter. Too beneficial to humanity to waste energy on drama. You're here to bring balance, here to heal, here to restore, here to awaken others. Every moment arguing with someone jealous is moment stolen from someone who needs your light. Every second defending yourself to people who won't understand is second taken from your actual assignment. Every ounce of energy given to people trying to drain you is energy that could have gone to people meant to receive from you. This is why God doesn't have time for you caught up in antics. Why your ancestors move people out of your way quickly. Why your angels handle situations before you even know about them. Your work here is too critical to be interrupted by nonsense. You're somebody who renews faith in people. When someone's been lost and doesn't know where going, you restore faith, just by being yourself, just by operating in your truth, just by shining your light. You fill cups for people who are empty. Bring hope to hopeless. Give direction to wandering. This is your function, and it cannot be compromised. Energy about you exists, that when you don't allow people to plug into you inappropriately anymore, when you set boundaries, when you protect your energy, things shift dramatically. Understanding what you carry, and what happens when you stop letting everyone have access. You carry something people want, that people need. But not everyone is meant to receive it. Not everyone has earned access to it. You bring balance to humanity. Something about your body, your vessel, channeling spirit in its purest form. Your emotions need to be in check for this to flow properly. When you're emotionally unstable, channel gets distorted. When you're triggered and reactive, frequency can't flow clearly. This is why it's imperative you don't let people play with your emotions. When you feel it coming, when you feel people trying to trigger you, you walk away, disengage immediately. No matter how much you want to engage, no matter how right you are, no matter how wrong opposition is, you protect the flow, guard the channel. What comes through you is more important than winning an argument. What you carry is more valuable than being right in a moment. Knowledge existed that if you could be kept triggered, kept distracted, kept fighting, the flow could be stopped. That failed. The flow is stronger than ever now. In spiritual realm, you shine so bright entities have to look away. Your light is blinding to darkness, not metaphor, spiritual reality. When demons look at you in spirit, luminous energy that burns eyes is seen. When witches try to target you, protection so thick that no opening can be found is seen. When occult practitioners attempt to bind you, angelic forces that can't be competed with are encountered. Random things aren't just happening in the natural. Someone cuts you off driving, someone bumps you walking, someone randomly yells at you for no apparent reason. These aren't accidents or coincidences. These are orchestrated attacks from the enemy, trying to trigger you, knock you off balance, stop you from channeling energy, bringing healing and balance to the world. This is why you can't respond to every provocation, can't engage with every person who comes at you sideways. You stay in your power and let your protectors handle what needs handling. You're being spiritually attacked because you're spiritually effective. If you weren't doing damage to Kingdom of Darkness, trying so hard to stop you wouldn't be happening. You getting stronger with every attack, leveling up with every assault, becoming more powerful with every attempt to diminish you. The thought existed that repeated attacks would wear you down. Instead, you've been using those attacks as fuel, transmuting negative energy into positive momentum, taking every curse and turning it into blessing. Now you're at a place where you understand your power, know your strength, mind is clear, not confused about who you are anymore, not questioning your value, not doubting your purpose. Know exactly what you carry, and you're not apologizing for it anymore. You're evolving at a rate that's alarming to your enemies, every day integrating more power, every week accessing more gifts, every month stepping into more authority. Can't keep up with your growth, can't adapt to your evolution, still using old tactics against new version of you, operating on completely different frequency. In the spirit, you're being watched, becoming something never imagined, something that can't be fought, something that can't be stopped, something that's about to change everything. Let's talk about what's happening to people who came against you, cult that's collapsing, witch whose power just broke, practitioner whose magic backfired, people who invested resources into destroying you, now dealing with own destruction. This is divine justice in action. The thought existed that your evolution could be stopped, hell-bent mission to halt your progress. Light wanted restricted, gifts wanted bound, influence wanted limited. Every bit of energy sent out now working against sender, every curse pronounced now affecting pronouncer, every ritual performed now consuming performer. Someone comes from real royalty here, bloodline royalty, people in poverty consciousness, lack mentality, scarcity mindset, looking at royalty with envy and hatred. But you can't curse who God blessed, can't stop who God sent, can't bind who God freed. Your light shining brighter than ever, looking more radiant, dressing more elevated, carrying yourself with more confidence, something showing externally, reflecting internal transformation you've undergone, triggering people still in darkness, upsetting people still in bondage, angering people still in limitation. The anger is not your problem, the envy is not your burden, the hatred is not your poison. You keep shining, keep rising, Keep becoming more of who you were created to be. As you do, falling keeps happening. Failing keeps happening. Facing consequences for actions keeps happening. Could be legal situations unfolding, family drama exploding, health issues manifesting, financial collapse happening. All of this is return of energy sent out. All of this is karma balancing scales. All of this is universe restoring order. You've been under energetic attack because of you moving into higher purpose, because of you coming into alignment with divine timing, because of you connecting with your counterpart or your calling or your destiny, trying to stop you, and every attempt failed. Now failure belongs to opposition. Now attack is on opposition. Now war wanted to be waged is being waged against opposition by forces that can't be seen or fought. You're watching it all unfold exactly as God said it would. Hold on and watch them cook. You held on. The cooking is happening. More is coming. You didn't have to do anything but hold your position and trust God. Stood still and watched the self-cooking happen. Maintained your peace while falling apart happened to opposition. Kept your focus while minds were being lost. God said, hold on, watch them cook, and you did exactly that. Didn't panic, didn't retaliate, didn't try to fight battles that weren't yours to fight. Let divine justice handle what divine justice handles best. Retribution, restoration, recompense. You're watching in real time as everything attempted against you happens to attackers instead. You're discovering inner power that's been dormant, accessing potential that's always been there, stepping into authority given to you before you were born. Revelation of your gifts, revelation of your purpose, revelation of who you truly are in spirit realm. Some of you realizing you can control weather, understanding you can shift atmospheres, recognizing you can heal the sick, awakening to fact you can cast out demons, discovering you can speak things into existence. This is your birthright, your inheritance, your portion as chosen one. You're not fighting anymore. That season is complete. Earned your stripes in battle, proven yourself in fire, demonstrated faithfulness through storm. Now you sit on your throne and watch God move on your behalf. Rest in your authority while angels war for you. Be still and know divine forces handling everything that needs handling. People wanted your universal energy, wanted to tap into what you carry, wanted to steal your light. You've awakened to it fully now, activated it completely. Now when looking at you in spirit happens, eye contact can't even be made because your light is too bright. You were under layers of false identity, trauma, programming, got to the core of who you are, and now operating at full capacity. You're a waymaker where there seems to be no way, miracle worker when situations seem impossible, promise keeper when everyone else breaks their word, light in darkness when everything seems hopeless. That is who you are. That is what you carry. That is your function on this planet. At this point, anyone coming for you commits spiritual suicide. Real war isn't wanted if what's being faced is understood. In natural, tough talk might happen. In spirit, terror exists. What's backing you is known. What's protecting you is known. What's fighting for you is known. Can't win against the Most High. So chosen one, walk in your power, stand in your authority, sit on your throne. Earned this position through sacrifice and surrender. Qualified for this level through obedience and perseverance. Been promoted to this rank through faithfulness and endurance. Nobody can take this from you. Nobody can diminish this. Nobody can stop what God has ordained. Your enemies are cooked. Plans failed. Magic reversed. Curses returned. You're standing victorious without breaking a sweat. That's the power of being aligned with divine purpose. Result of being backed by heaven. Outcome when you're truly chosen. Remember who you are. Remember what you carry. Remember why you're here. Watch the cooking continue while you continue to rise. The war is over. You won. Now step into everything prepared for you. since before foundation of the world. Your time is now. Your season is here. Your moment has arrived. God said, hold on and watch them cook. You did. Now watch what God does next. Just like you were sitting on that throne at the beginning, when the crowd below was yelling, trying to get you to come down, you're still sitting on that throne now, still elevated, still protected, still shining, still untouchable. The only difference is now you know who you are. Now you understand your power. Now you see what was tried, and how spectacularly it failed. The star didn't fall. The star got brighter. Everyone below still has to look up to see you shine. Let's talk about what actually happened when your energy blew the roof off their operation. This wasn't symbolic. This was literal in the spiritual realm. They built a structure around you. They constructed invisible walls that they thought would contain your frequency. They designed spiritual architecture to limit how far your light could reach. They had rituals maintaining these walls. They assigned people to reinforce them daily. They invested energy in keeping you boxed in, but your frequency expanded. Your light grew. Your power increased beyond what their walls could hold. When you finally tapped into who you really are, when you activated the fullness of your gifts, your energy didn't just push against their walls. It exploded outward. It shattered their entire structure. It blew the roof clean off. Everyone operating inside that structure got hit with the blast. Think about what that means. They were standing inside a building they constructed to contain you. They felt safe. They felt confident. They believed their walls would hold. Then suddenly your energy surged, and the whole thing collapsed on top of them. The very structure they built to limit you became the thing that crushed them. The roof they put over you fell on their heads. The walls they erected to box you in became the rubble they're buried under. You're not manageable. You're not controllable. You're not limited by their systems or their structures or their spells. You're backed by the Most High, and when God says it's time for you to expand, nothing built by human hands can stop that expansion. Nothing crafted in the dark realm can contain what flows from the light. They found this out the hard way. They're still finding it out as their world continues to crumble. The explosion you caused is still sending shockwaves through their entire network. What you did to one branch of their operation is affecting every other branch. Your breakthrough is creating instability in their whole system, and there's nothing they can do to stop the domino effect you started.